Hey guys, welcome! Finally, this late Friday night, we finally got our very first Starcitizen Alpha 4.8 PTU patch. CIG already told us days ago that there will be many changes to this patch regarding armor, ship shields, ship weapons, and so on. And indeed, there are. Since the patch just got dropped, it's gonna be a couple of hours before SP Viewer as well as Urkel to get the updated data for the specific changelogs. So in this video, let's just take a quick look at the patch note together, see what are the important changes that we're going to be expecting in this patch. But tomorrow, I will start some detailed analysis and testings regarding every single change. And oh, sorry for the crickets in the background. They're all over my yard and balcony, and some are even inside the house. Usually I don't kill them, just catch them and throw them out, but those little suckers are so hard to catch sometimes, and they are very persistent in singing the night song. So shut up. Okay. Alright, hopefully that will quite... Oh no, they started again. Alright, let's just get started. First are some important features and gameplay updates. The first one is the refueling updates. Refueling pods have had sizable SU increase to hold nearly twice as much as before. Okay, so when I was testing this in my previous video, the biggest SU size I can buy for the Starfarer's fuel pods is I think 14.5, 14.6 SU. I read the comments. Some people say that previously the stock fuel pods of 60 SU, but they reduced it to 10 SU for the standard pods. But I did purchase one that can hold 14 some SU. So if they increase it by nearly as twice, so it's probably say 25 to 30 SU for the bigger size, and the standard one is probably 18 to 20 SU. Alright, this is a Starfarer Gemini. Finally, the nozzle has been put back. Because I was testing in the previous video, the nozzle was broken on the Starfarer Gemini. But the regular Starfarer does have a working nozzle. Alright, check it out. Yes, exactly. 20 SEU for the standard or stock fuel pods. Before it was 10. But if you purchase the one that has higher SEU, you can get even more for each of the pods. Very good. The patch note also said that added many blueprints for refueling nozzles to missions, which means we can craft the refueling nozzles in the coming patch. Next important one is vehicle recovery. Balance adjustment to vehicle recovery claim timers and AUEC cost for nearly all ships. Think they are going to increase the timer and increase the cost, or rebalance it. For example, bigger ships will have longer timer and higher cost. And also in the current new ASOP terminal system, when you do the insurance claim, you get an instant claim of your ship. I wonder if that will change or not. The next gameplay change is regarding the tactical strike group. Added radiation hazards to interior of station and decreased entryway size. Wow. Okay, I guess they really don't want the bigger size of the ships to squeeze in to do the trench run. I assume the entryway means the 3 doors to go to do the trench run. There's no other stations you can go to, so most likely is that. And the radiation hazard. The radiation hazard interior of the station, does that mean when you do the FPS, try to free the pilots? So I'm not certain. And the trench run does have the EMP hazard. So it's also possible that they added the radiation hazard together with the EMP hazard. Which means if your ship is getting EMP'd and stranded inside the tunnel, even though you will still be alive, but you're gonna get the radiation hazard. So you will have a timer for you to die. So they are increasing the difficulty for this mission. You can't really do solo, and you really need a group of people to coordinate and cooperate together, which is the right way to do. Because before, I even did a solo. It's too easy. But I haven't tested in the previous patch. I think I read a comment. Someone said there are 3 NPC Perseus coming out. Is that true? So if so, that's great. Love to see some more challenging, more enemy fighter waves during this mission. Alright, ships and vehicles. These are very important changes. We really need the changelog data in order to analyze it. But here is an overview. Ship armor and shield balance. Upwards adjustments have been made to armor deflection of larger ships, including capital ships. So upward adjustments means that they are increasing the deflection threshold for bigger ships, so that smaller size of the weapons will not be able to damage those ships. So larger ships probably includes the Polaris, Idris, Perseus, including the Ironclad and Ironclad Assault. They are doing this is probably to make the Ironclads look better, look stronger. Updated the ships sitting between heavy fighters and large ships like the Hammerhead to have their own armor balancing, such as Redeemer and Constellation series. Okay, so ships such as the Constellation, Redeemer, and Hammerheads, these are heavy gunship, and the Hammerhead is also associated with the new Tiburon. So that ship has to be stronger, right? The armor has to be stronger. If it can get one shot with an Idris railgun, it's not gonna look good. So especially when you first sell the ship has to look strong, tanky, and powerful. Shield updates to shield components across the board to adjust health, shield resistance, and health regen. Oh wow. Now this update will see most shields have a health pool reduction around 20%, while most shield regen speed increased. Okay, 2 things. For the majority of the shield generators, a reduction of 20% for the health pool. Now this will change the combat a little bit. So shorter engagement, but faster regen. Your shields will go down quicker. So if your shields go down, you need to disengage, but regen speed is faster. So you can get regen quicker and come back. However, according to my experience, the faster the shield regen speed, the better it is for the bigger ships. Especially the ships have multiple size 2, especially size 3 shields. If you're using a smaller ship with energy weapons to attack a bigger ship, you spend a long time, you take down one side of the shield, and then if you stop for a few seconds, let their shield regen, then you have to try to take down the shield again. So with a faster shield regen, then the bigger ships will have even more shield advantage. So that's the ship armor and shield balance. Next one, very important, is ship weapon and ammo adjustments. Well, as some of the viewer commented, they already expected this. Ballistic ammo SU size have been greatly reduced to about 10% of their previous cargo sizes. So I think what this means is the ballistic ammo crates, the ammo boxes that you are buying in order to rearm your ballistic weapons for your ship, that has been greatly reduced to about 10%. Wow. Now, this chart is from my friend Shatter Orbit, who did some data mining. Looks like they have changed the data. So here are the ballistic weapons, ammo count, as well as the ammo volume in order to rearm these ballistic weapons. So CIG said reduced to about 10%. For example, the Inferno size 7 ballistic Gatling gun, if this is reduced to about 10%, then this is about 8 SEU to rearm all of them, which is reasonable. That's very good. And AD5B takes about 2.5 SEU to rearm one of these guns. And the Relentless Gatling gun for the Wolf size 4, it takes about 0.5, 0.6 SEU to rearm one of these guns. So 2 of them, it takes about 1.2 SEU, which is totally reasonable. So I will test this tomorrow just to make sure the data are correct. So this is a very good change. Continue on. Attrition weapons have had their balance passed to reduce their damage by a significant amount while increasing heat per second and increasing charge up time. Oh my goodness. Attrition lovers, I remember I just made a video called The Power of Attrition. I need to take that video down because it's not going to be accurate going to 4.8. I was afraid this is gonna happen, and it just happened. Especially it says to reduce their damage by a significant amount. Oh well, we shall see. Alright, continue on. Ship components and munition price balance. Okay, with tonight's update, you will see wide pricing updates to ship components, weapons, and munitions. This will see many components get increases to cost, while some will have significant reduction in price, such as certain fuel tanks, missiles, torps, and more. Oh wow. Hey, Crusader showroom, take a look. Oh, the price has been reduced dramatically. I think reduced by more than 90%. Because this morning when I was testing this Argus torpedo, I think this torpedo cost at least more than 300,000. Right now it's only 23,000. And some of the smaller missiles are a couple hundred. And Seeker, 17.5. Stalker 5, 2.5. Typhoon, a little bit over 23,000. And the ground missiles, also cheap. Ooh, the Colossus bomb, 83,000. Instead of 500,000. Yeah, the price has been dramatically reduced. Now check the guns. So the deadbolts are still expensive. The AD5B, yeah, I think the price for the guns hasn't been reduced much, but the price for the missiles and torpedoes and bombs reduced dramatically. Okay, Cousin's Crow. Check the components. Quantum drive. I don't have a reference for the component price. Ooh, maybe the component has been increased. For example, the Stealth B size 2 quantum drive, 323,000. The size 1 is 161,000. That's pretty expensive, but I have no comparison because I didn't know how much it was in the 4.7. Now check the utilities. Oh, so we got some different fuel nozzles at the Cousin's Crow for your Starfarer with different flow speed, probably different durabilities as well. Another information, I stole this picture from my friend on Discord. So we can purchase the RSI Perseus in-game. This is at the Astra Armada. The price is close to 40 million AUEC. Next section, weapons and items. Flight suit location adjustments. Added flight suits to Indie trade post in Pyro. I don't know where the trade post is at. Okay, so they added in Pyro. Added flight suits and helmet to small and medium CFP trader inventories. Oh, swap the flight suits in Area 18 Copy Blast for Mirai flight suits. Alright, so they have a new type of flight suits. Very good. I saw in the Inside Starcitizen, we have 4 new type of flight suits. Love it. So maybe we can buy them in different places. And the next update is regarding the VR updates. I am still working on getting a VR for myself so that I can start testing and enjoying some VR. I haven't even tried VR yet. I'm saving that for my first VR experience. Now, bug fixes and technical. Fixed 5 client crashes, 4 server crashes, fixed and main thread deadlock, further next performance updates. Oh gosh, I really hope the Lavsky is not as laggy as before. That's why I try to avoid that place at all times. Next one, further Area 18 client performance optimization. Still waiting on some more that didn't make to the build tonight. Very important because we're gonna have the Defense Con at Area 18 in a couple of days. Now, last will be some of the bug fixes. Oh, this first one is important. Vehicles slightly ascend when leaving pilot seat. This is a very annoying thing if you're trying to help yourself get on board some other ships with a Pisces or something. When you leave the pilot seat, the Pisces will just raise up and then you'll lose that good position that you put yourself in. So glad this is a bug, not a feature. Another thing is this one. Ships are destroyed at critical Hull 0 instead of disabled. Yeah, a couple of my ships, I was wondering, did they disable engineering? Because there's no power plant failure. My ship just go boom. even in a lot of my testing videos, I would just go boom. So hopefully this is fixed. Player can now change PDT weapons on the vehicle loadout manager. All right, I haven't tested that, but yeah, we should be able to change our PDC, PDTs. Nice, this one. Caterpillar, command module will not inherit paint for parent ship record. Yes, the command module should inherit the paint. Paint is one of the most important things in Starcitizen ships. It's part of the art. It's a complete package. The pitch, yaw, and roll of the nested ships cannot be controlled after quantum traveling using its parent ship. Oh, I haven't tested this. This is important. So if you put a ship inside a mothership, you do a quantum travel, the small ship inside your mothership cannot use pitch, yaw, and roll. That has to be fixed. And another problem is that the vehicle maximum speed is limited to 20 meters per second for Wolf and OX ships. Yes, for the Wolf 21, 22, I am not able to test them in my previous videos because I just couldn't lift them up off the hangar, including the Golem Ox. Requesting docking will cause a landing gear to retract on host. Yes, the command module has this problem. Okay, vehicle can service without being landed. Oh, this could be a problem, especially for our ship hangar services. Because a lot of the testing I've done is not land the ship, but somehow just get the ship inside without proper landing, and then we can rearm, refuel, repair the ship. However, if this gets fixed, then we might have to completely land the ship properly and then get services from either our hangar or a hangar service ship. This one, several Hornets have nose locked in vehicle loadout manager. Yes, free the Hornets so we can change the weapons. Next one, missiles can be destroyed on the cargo grid, causing chain reaction. This should be so, right? Because they are missiles. If you destroy a missile, they should explode and cause a chain reaction. I thought this is an immersive feature, but this was a bug after all. Idris front primary turret cannot be saved for insurance imprint. Oh, this is a big thing. If you cannot be saved, then you will lose some of the important loadouts. So hopefully that's fixed. After retrieving a vehicle to a docking port, the doors for the docking collar do not open and the vehicle is inaccessible. Yeah, this has been a thing for the whole 4.8 PTU. So, wow, there are some really important bug fixes that we really need to test. Ooh, 14.5 gigabytes left. Alright, so I'm gonna wait until the full download and let's go quickly test something. Gonna sleep a little bit later tonight.